Hey, hello once again. For our third exercise, we will be doing digitizing. So allow me to share my screen. Mhm. So in our LMS, we search for the week 6, April 4 to April 8. Okay. So for week 6, our activity will be digitizing to create vector data sets. So simply click this one and will transfer you to a new screen where you can see an image. Ang saan siya nga image? Mhm. Yeah. So, saan siya nga image? Asa man ni siya kuha. So, can you guess where in Butuan City the image was taken in particular? So, the image above can siya, is an example of a raster data taken from Google Earth. So, Google Earth ni siya or a base map using the Google Earth. It shows features such as buildings, may mga houses there, may mga buildings here, this one. We have the roads. This is the road network of a certain subdivision. We have individual trees. Ito siya. May mga other polygons such as mga farmlands. May mga balay. Here is an agricultural area and a lot more. So for this exercise, we are going to transform this raster data, these different features na makita nato, into vector data through digitizing process. It's also named digitizing. So according to a website, digitization is one of the important tasks of a GIS specialist. Digitization is a process of converting raster data, such as this one, to a vector data. So for this task, QGIS provides many tools of efficient digitization or vectorization. Should be clean and a copy of the raster data so that the information on the map does not change. So the link below provides a free XYZ tile server where you can use to start your digitization. So you can open your QGIS. To start the activity, open your QGIS and then click project and this one, project properties. So let us set always to enable on the fly CRS transformation. So ano CRS? It stands for the Coordinate Reference System. So atong ginagamit usually when we do mapping is the WGS84, muna siyang lat long in degrees, minutes or seconds, and WGS84 UTM zone 51N. This is if we're going to use the meters. No, ang atong distance will be in meters. But for this case, we will be using this WGS84. So we will click apply and okay. In our LMS, you notice that there is an overlay or a base map here. So this base map is taken from an XYZ tile, XYZ tile using the Google satellite server. So how are we going to incorporate the Google satellite in our QGIS? So in this case, even though QGIS is a standalone application, meaning to say it doesn't need internet connection to work on, but in this case, since we will be downloading data, we have to have a strong internet connection. So going back in our QGIS, first we will save the project. Save sa nato siya. Save. And then let us rename this one as exercise 3. Exercise 3. Okay. Then your name. And save. So you are saving your project with the following file name. Exercise 3, Ate Sarmiento. Or in your case, inyo na apelido, ayaw sundo lang. So how are we going to include or to incorporate the Google Earth in our map canvas? So again, going to our LMS, makita nato diri that there is a link. No? The link below provides free XYZ tile server that you can use. So we will simply click this one and it will take us into a new website. So website, we can have here some of the products and the following URL. In this case, we did not only add tanan, but for this exercise, we only need to have this Google satellite. So you copy this one, copy ninyo siya, highlight, and then Control C or copy. Once copied, you go into your QGIS. Then in your browser panel, like for example, if you do not have any browser panel, you click the view and then the panels and search for the browser panel. You enable this one, so magawas na ang browser panel. No? Again, view, panels, and the browser panel. So in your browser panel, you can have here the home, the drive CD or whatever is installed in your hard drive, then the following QGIS defaults. In the lower lower portion, you can find the tile server. Tile server. So in the tile server, kini siya, imo ni siyang i-right click. Right click, then na siya magawas ng new connection. Click this new connection and paste. I-paste to nimong i-copy nimo ganina this one. So once you paste, you click OK, and then you write your name. This will be Google Satellite. Okay. So if you notice, the Google Satellite XYZ tile is already added in your browser. So how are you going to add this in your canvas? So pwede nyo siya i-drag. Or, hindi ka gusto mag-drag, you can double-click. Pwede mo siya i-double click. It will be added in your map. Okay? And then, this is the map of the world. Makita na to ang kalibutan in projected form. No? It's not a globe. This is a two-dimensional presentation. So, paita na to asa man ang Philippines. So, nadiri nga portion. So, click here, kini siya. This is the zoom in. So, we have to zoom in to the Philippines. Click and drag. So, i-load niya. Depending on your connection, so, kita na to kung ano siya ma-load. Oops. Hindi ako. So, we are taken into Mindanao. And then, nakita sa Butuan City, again, zooming in. Nadari ang Butuan City nga part. Large. So, nata, dual area. And as dapit ang say Baan. So, the picture that we have shown kanina. So diri. So medyo familiar na siya nga, may tulay diri going to Butuan City. Then I think kini siya, this is the subdivision, this is morning all home. Then morning ang CSU. Ang among balay, narad diri dapit. No, this is the police ports, nara among balay diri dapit. But the picture or the image shown in our LMS is taken diri So unsa ni siya nga area. Ato siyang i-zoom in na pod. Okay, so zoom in na ta. And then we center the map. Okay, this is an example of a raster data. No? When you see raster, it is an image file that is usually made up of pixels. No? Yung siyang pixel ka, kung i-zoom in nato na siya, enlarge pa yun, magkuha na siya, mag-square or pixel. So you can find here different features such as buildings, yan siya, ay mga road networks, houses, mga individual trees, swimming pool, may farm areas, etc. So for this activity, we have digitized, no? Transform this data into a shapefile or vector file. So again, when you talk vector, it is composed usually have three types: the point, the line, and the polygon format. So mag-una taog kuan. Say we'll digitize using polygon. So mag-add taog layer. Taman. So here on the layers menu, click the layer and then you create layer. Create layer, then new shapefile. Click nimo. Then we have to select kung unsa nga type ang atong buhaton. So as mentioned, we will first digitize few polygons. So polygon, selected CRS WGS84, field name, later, ato na siya balikan later. So when we add some attributes, or some information in our attribute table. So leave everything as is, then click OK. Then going back to our folder, kung asa na to siya i-save. For example, digitizing. Or you can create a folder of your own. Ako may delete na raw. Okay. Delete. Okay, once deleted, you can right click and then new folder. New folder, butangan mo siya o exercise 3. And digitizing. Enter. So na kay blank folder, you double click. So wala siya isulod, no? Then you can write your shapefile name. This is a polygon. Polygons. And then save. So makita nimo on your layers panel that ay polygons nga na-add. And then we will add another shapefile kanang mga road network. So kanang mga roads, unsa man ang roads? Are these polygon, points, or lines? So mas straight line man siya. So we can add unsa man ang format. Again, going back to layer, create layer, new shapefile layer, and select point, line, polygon. It's a line. Then leave everything as is, click OK. And then, kano mo na siya roads. Save. Okay, natin roads. And lastly, we will add the point polygons. Point. Okay. Let's try naming as trees to have trees. Trees. Okay. So na kay trees. So if you try to look at your layers panel, the polygons have a square symbol, meaning to say it's the polygon. The roads have a line symbol, since it is a line vector file. And the trees have the point symbol, meaning to say it is a point vector file. So mag-start kita sa atong digitizing. So man, first we will digitize few trees. Yung mga kahoy. Naunin mo siya, asa dapat ang mga kahoy diri Nadyan siya. So pwede mo siya i-enlarge. And then, nakita na naman nun yung mga kahoy. Pwede na ka mag-start for digitizing. So on your trees, kini siya, you click this one, toggle editing mode. So you enable that one. So once enabled, makita niyo mo diri nga na siya makabutang na pencil. Kasabot anong pencil, it's already on editing mode. Sa editing, then kini dan i-click niyo siya, you have to add features. Click and then start clicking on diri. Click on the center. Once you click, may magawas kayo na siya nga ID. Butano mo si tree number 1. Okay. So, then click another tree. Matatakin siya. Click number 2. Click number 3. Okay. Click 4. Mag-click na ko mga 10 kabuok. 5. 6. 7. Suman, 8. 9. 10. Okay. So mga kay 10 ka mga trees. Kung lisod ka ihap, you can right click this one and then show feature count. Okay. You show, then mo gawas yung number. So na, these are the number of features na imuhang mag-digitize. So akong payon siguro mga 20 ka trees for your exercise. So once you have done digitizing 10 points or 10 trees, you can click this one, save layer edits. Save, and then kini i-click na po mo to untoggle editing. Okay, simple lang na. So if you try to hide this one in Google Earth satellite, ang mabilin will be shape files. Now, shape files from the trees nga mong i-digitize. The Google file, the Google Earth file, kini siya, or image was not affected. You are simply copying portions of the features for a new file. Raster into a vector file. Okay. The next one will be the roads na itong i-digitize. So i-click nimo ng roads. But before starting editing, ato siyang i-click on some settings. Para nice na ito ang editing. On the setting, i-click na ito ng snapping options. In the snapping options, we will click the advanced and then select the roads and roads siguro. Tolerance, mabutang taong mga 5 or 10. Meaning, map units ko ano siya, no? Dito na siya. Let's try na lang sa mga 10. Fine. Enable. And this enable. Click apply and okay. So sa roads, so ito itong likuan. Again, let us check kung itong atong enable ang roads. Okay. So sa roads, mag-start na po taong digitizing. Again, we will enable toggle editing. So notice nga na siya pencil, that's editable. And we will add feature. Click this one and start your digitizing by clicking the roads. So mag-start dapat when you click the roads, it should be on the middle portion of the road. Tunga. So from the gate, mag-start you click, and then once you move your cursor, naayun siya line yung ma-follow. Okay, you click this one. And straight mo na siya. Pwede na to i-move using the arrow keys. Pwede na to i-move diretso sa tumoy because this is a straight line. Click and then right click. So once you click the right click, it ends your editing for that particular line. Number 1. Okay. So nanakay na digitize. And then using snapping, kung may snapping, itong ibat ganina, once you move your cursor closer, tuloy kayo siya, no? Ato i-change ang kuan, snapping into tolerance, say 0.5, 3.5 because WGS na itong gamit. Let's try kung mas snap yan siya. Okay. If you notice, kung i-dual nimo imong cursor on the nodes, kanang mga nodes galing, katong tanos ano mo i-click, it will change color. Na siya yung butang na plus. Sabot na, once you click, it will click on that portion. Muna siya ang snap. It will snap into that portion. So snap na to, i-click. Click this one. Oops, global. Click. Then, contains duplicate nodes. Nagka-dubli-dubli na akong kuan buhat. Okay. Ano siya, no? Yung snapping option is kusog. Let's try another option. Zero tolerance. Apply and okay. Ano na lang, okay? Ano siya? Okay. Since we are using WGS84, dako mo na siya o 0.5 is equivalent to many kilometers. So ato naman siya yung zero para maka-snap to diri. Then once you snap in this portion, you can click and do line digitizing. Okay, this is on intersection. Pwede rin siya later. Then towards the end of the road. Click and right click. And two, okay. The next is another road. Ito siya na siya sumpayon. You click this one. And di man siya mo-snap. So ito na po ang mapping options. Map units. Ano na siya ikuan? Say pixel. And write 5 pixels. Apply and okay. Then let's try kung snap na siya. Okay, snap na. Snap. Okay. Right click. 3. And then one more. Kamu na rin sa uban ha. Here, I would like to snap in this portion. So, dapat i-snap niyo mo para sumpay mo siya. So, one snap. Right click. 4. Okay. Kinila akong ikuan. I-demo. But for the rest, ikaw na ang kuan ha. Ikaw na mag-digitize the rest of the roads. Appealing mga gamay later. So once you are done, you click save and untoggle editing. Then if you are to hide this Google Earth, so nanakay shapefile. No? These are the roads. Tanggalon entries. Ito na siya mabilin. Tanggalon ng roads. So we have different shapefiles available. So gamay rin akong i-digitize no because this is only for demo purposes. But for the rest, inyo siya, the rest of the roads, inyo na siyang i-digitize. Tanan. Klaro? The next will be the polygons. So ang polygon are the buildings. Kini lang na subdivision na itong i-digitize. Kini outside, di na ito apilon. First, we will digitize the central one. Mag-start ka by kinanapon. Again, snapping options, balik ka na ito, apilon na ito ang tolerance, pixel units, bata na ito siya of 10. Apply. And okay. Editing, start editing. Then, add a feature. Dito sa building. From one corner, start ka og click. Click, and then, and then, the other corner, so you will notice nga, ma-highlight na siya, no? Ang sulod sa ng polygon. Click dili, and then, ini. So once you are done, from the four corners, you can right-click anywhere, right-click mo siya to end your editing. So right-click, may mo gawas na right number for an ID. So nanakay isa ka polygon nga feature. Then kini siya, you can start editing also. Medyo not clear. From this portion, check, click, click. Muna yung forma sa ilang clubhouse. And then right click anywhere. Number 2. So manatay duha pa features. Then mag-click na po kag mga balay. So kini nga balay. Okay, right click. 3. Okay. And then, daghan ko ng mga balay, no? So for this exercise, you have to digitize mga 20 ka polygons. Then, imo na siyang click show feature count, dapat na kay 23 ka polygons. Clear? Okay. Once you have done digitizing the 20 polygons, you can save your work, save your edits, and untoggle editing. Okay. If you disable the Google Satellite, so mo na mo gawas. Na kay digitized polygons, digitized lines, and digitized points. And you can pwede po nyo na right click and click properties and set the transparency. Yun na yung internet. On the transparency, you can set it as a 40%. Apply and okay. Okay. So, para maklaro ang imuhang ipang digitize. See? Klaro? After digitization, you can bring back to its normal transparency. Pwede mo ibalik. Kung man na ka o digitize. Okay, here. And then, manaman kay trees, roads, polygons. So let us add some information on our different shape files. So to see the information, tanawan mo ng trees, right-click the trees and click the attribute table. Open attribute table. So initially, mo lang yan nakasulat sa imuhang attribute table. The ID that you have provided after digitizing. So you have 10 features. So for example, you are to add what are these different species. So unsa ning mga kahoy na diriya. For example, nga nag-survey ka dito, hindi mo nang ipang-identify unsa ning kahoy. So you have to start inputting the names of the different tree species. So from this table, the attribute table, pwede nyo siya i-edit by toggle editing mode. Edit mo siya. And here, you can see new field. Naka-new field rin. Pasabot na, you can add field. There is imuhang information. So click the new field. May mo gawas. Ang name ana nga field will be, butang nimo siya, species. Comment, no. Untype will be, since species is name na siya, ang type niya will be a text. O, text na siya, dili na siya number. So, piliun nimo ang text. So, it's a text. And then, the length will be the number of characters na masigo or masulat sa imuhang column. So, butang na to siya mga 30 characters. Click OK. Okay, may mo gawas, no? Species. Since naka-edit pagyapon ka, for example, kini siya, kini nga trace, click this one, mo-highlight to siya ang asa nga kahoy. For example, kini nga kahoy is, based on your survey, is mahogany. So you can write here, mahogany. And enter. Tree number 2, kini siya is guyabano. Guyabano. Number 3, assume number 3, nastunga. Kini this is talisay. Sample lang niya ha. Number 4, talisay gyapon. Number 5, number 3, kini siya is nara. Okay, and so on and so forth. Kamu na mag-supply ani tanan. Anyway, this is only an example, no? So sa unsa nga pangalan inyong ibutang, pwede as long as this is only an example naman. Pero kung mag field work ka mo, kung unsa ang code sa inyong kahoy, like for example, this tree is yung number na to sa imuhang datasheet as 3101. Ang ibutang niyo sa ID, once you click, is 101 also. Then write that species, the name of the species properly. So once you're done editing tanan, you click save, save edits, and okay. So let's try magbutang tag pangalan tara. Double click, then labels. Show labels folders layer, and butang na ito pangalan niya, species. Apply and okay. So if you notice, nanay mo gawas na yun ng mga pangalan. So di siya maklaro, butang na to siya o buffer. Sa butang ng buffer, nagpalibot sa imuhang text para makita siya. Apply and okay. So this species daw, mahogany, nara, talisay, guyaban, no. So nanakay attributes or information on your different mga species. Claro? Okay. The next one is the roads. So ang road, hindi siya bago pa man yung subdivision, so wala pa na yung mga pangalan ng mga roads. So let's try na lang manipulating the symbology or the style. From the style, if you scroll down, may makita ninyo rin different mga style taraw, no? The preset ng mga style. Okay, this is a road kuno, river road, second. So pwede nimo mapili ka diri isa. Kini nga road. Click let's try apply. So mo nang itsura niya. And then colored, solid, round is custom dash method effects. And when so later na ito na i-explore. Click apply and okay. Pero pangit man siya tanawon be. Oh, makita niyo mo. Ano na lang. Simple line. Akin siya be tanggalan sa nato. I-cancel. Remove. The simple line, nato naman siya yung color as kining color. And then let's select it. Tanaw na to kung sa itsura niya. Okay, 1 minute note. Say 1.5. Apply. Dapat and style is a solid line, round, offset. Okay, yan siya. Pero pangit ang kulay. Dapat tayo mas nindot. Okay, siya. Ano lang. Pero kami magbuta kung isa nga color nga pindot siya down. It's okay. And then the polygons, ito na siyang ipang-rename pod. Open attribute table. Then natay features diri tulo ka buok. Kaya tulo naman natong ibuhat. You click number 1. Mo ni siya. Wala ko kabaluan kung unsa nga building, but for the meantime ato lang butangan siya of name nga gym, multi-purpose gym. So you add new field, then it's the building name is the building, and this is a text, and the length is 30. Number 1 is butangan nato siya gym. Enter. Kini is, this is a clubhouse. Enter. And then kini This is the house number 1. House number 1. Enter. Okay, tulo lang kabo. Save and about editing. Manakay tulo ka balay. Pwede nimo i-add ang iyang name, labels, show label, source layer, building, apply, draw, apply, and then from the style, pwede nimo siya i-categorize. Categorize as to building. Then classify, may subra, you remove, and then you apply. Okay. Ato din i-rename niya siya. Dili siya house number 1. House lang. Enter. Save. And okay. Wala man. Again. Classify. Remove. And remove. Apply. Okay. Okay na siya. Hindi tanggalon na to ang pangalan kay di na maklaro ang house. Because if you're going to digitize many houses, hindi na siya makita. No labels. In a way, you can find the details, no, the description ani siya by means of their color. Pag violet, okay, this is a house. So this one, green, is a gym, and this is a clubhouse. So that's it. Manakay. Klaro ba? Siyang center. Oops. And then from this point, ma-center yun siya. So that's it. Kana lang. So the next will be your submission. So how are you going to submit this one? Ano na lang, you will just press Windows and then print screen para siya may screenshot, no? Press Windows, kanang Windows galing sa inyong keyboard, kinumura siya bintana. You press that window and then the print screen, no? Para ma-snapshot ang inyong screen, yun siya makita. That will be your submission. For example, ako na siyang i-print screenshot. Pressing the window and the print screen. So na-save na to siya. Then I will check on my here, my pictures, screenshots. Makita na ako na another yeah. Okay. So muna ang inyong i-submit later. So I will know that it's your work kaya naman nakita man na ang file name, and then a number of houses, etc. And gana lang. Okay, so I think that is explained already. I would like to stop the share. So that's it. That's for our third activity, digitizing raster file into vector data. The deadline, the submission will be next week pa siguro, because by ang uban karon is starting their midterm exam next week, scheduled for midterm. So next week pampigod Semana Santa na. So i-open lang po muna na ako. Submission will be announced later after mga 2 weeks siguro. So if you have questions, then you can PM. Again, a reminder, no? Delete na mo mag-PM at kanang 9 o'clock diyan kay 1 matugaw yun, no? Although it's online pa ko na siya because na ako gibuhat, but akong cellphone is nasa among uluhan. Once mo tingog siya, disturbing kayo, ang uban nakatulog na, mo tingog siya, makamata. Sige na ko mabunalan sa akong kwan. Okay, I think that's all for today and thank you for listening. Stop recording.